Hello and welcome to Cox Local Edition on HLN. I'm JD Myers with Cox Business and thanks for joining us. Today, more than any time in the past, small, medium, and large companies are spending a significant amount of their time and resources developing business continuity and disaster recovery plans. We're fortunate to have Stephanie Beloris with us today from Forrester Research to discuss this topic with us. Stephanie, welcome to Cox Local Edition.
Thanks, JD. Great to be here.
We got a couple things we want to talk about. Give us an idea about cloud technology and what does that mean to disaster recovery?
Sure. I think maybe it's important to start off with a simple definition of cloud. It's a term that people hear in the news a lot. It can be a confusing term. We like to keep it simple. So think of cloud as the delivery of a standardized IT capability. It could be service, it could be software, it could be hardware, delivered via the internet in a self-service, pay-per-use type fashion. That's the simplest way to think of it. And the impact that it'll have on disaster recovery, particularly for small and medium businesses that typically don't have the resources to invest in alternate sites where they can house their employees or alternate sites where they can house their IT infrastructure, their computers, their servers, their storage, you could use the cloud instead. So you could subscribe to a service that will just automatically back up your critical IT systems and your critical data to the cloud. And then when you need it, you can retrieve it from the cloud. Or the cloud provider could actually host you in their data centers. So suddenly a small or a medium-sized business has enterprise class capabilities. So that's the dramatic impact that cloud will have.
So what are some examples of cloud technology?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's a couple of examples. First one is you can have an entire business process or a business application delivered as a service from the cloud. So a lot of companies, for example, are moving customer resource management. They're moving human resource management systems into the cloud. You can move financial accounting systems into the cloud. So those are your core business applications, the applications that you use to run your business. You can move those into the cloud. You can even move core IT services into the cloud. So we mentioned disaster recovery and backup. If you need more data storage capacity, you can move that into the cloud. I think especially storage, a lot of companies tell Forrester that their storage requirements are growing 30, 40, 50% a year. You can't keep up with that growth by yourself. Why not pay somebody else to just host that for you in the cloud? So those are some of the types of services. And the great thing about them is by using the cloud, by using the scale and the expertise of a large company that can deliver these services, it frees up your time to focus on the things that are really important to the business.
So if I'm a small business and I'm thinking about cloud technology, where would I start? What would be one of the first things I look at maybe pushing into cloud technology?
I would start with your business applications. Think about the business applications that you use to support finance, accounting, HR, sales, all the things that are critical to the business. Are they really your competitive differentiator? Is that what's unique about your business? If it's not a competitive differentiator, that might be the perfect opportunity to move to a cloud service that's standardized, that's pay-per-use, that's highly scalable. So you don't have to spend your time, especially if you're a small business, you might not even have a lot of IT expertise. You don't have to spend your time trying to deploy and then manage that IT application internally. So I often like to focus on things that aren't competitive differentiators. And then I think when you look at the rest of your computing environment, where's there stress? I pick on storage a lot because of those growth rates that I mentioned, 30, 40, 50% a year. Who wants to be running out, buying and deploying and managing storage all the time? You just can't keep up. Even a large business can't keep up. So
that's great. Well, Stephanie, thank you for joining us today. And I want to thank you for joining us on our Cox Local Edition, and have a great day.